Things have gotten just a little bit tighter up at the top of the EFL Championship table during round 13. And I think there's going to be quite a few of you in the comment section down there telling me that you're pretty happy with how round 13 went for your side in terms of the promotion picture. We will start with Sunderland, our fearless leaders who had put in a 5-point gap up at the top of the table. That gap has been closed to 3 points. Sunderland did not win yesterday, but, and get in there, Sunderland fans, and tell me, I don't think their fans are going to be massively unhappy with what went down at QPR, given they played the last sort of half hour or more of that game with 10 men. Sunderland, obviously, we reported last week, the only team in the 3-game week going and taking all 9 points. Put that brilliant gap in at the top. And that's the whole point of having a gap. You've got to use it if you get into a difficult situation. On the road, down in London, start of another 3-game week, down to 10 men. They come away, Regis Lebris said, with good spirit in the camp, coming away without losing. And with an 8th clean sheet of the season, they are 6 games undefeated. Also, looked like there were chances for both sides before the red card, but you know how it is when you're starting a 3-game week. It's the away team who's gone down to 10. Get out of Dodge, get that clean sheet, get away. My God, if you can nick it, then happy days. But I think, given those circumstances, and given they're giving themselves a nice cushion with the 9-point week last time out, I don't think Sunderland fans are going to be that unhappy under the circumstances, even though everyone chasing them is going to be very happy that they have dropped points this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Chief Chasers, right now, and remember we go out with the hot takes on Sunday morning, so Burnley have not played yet. That's the final game of round 13. So Chief Chasers in second place are Leeds United. They retake second for now. We'll see what Birmingham do at the Den. The Den's going to be a bit of an acid test this week because Leeds, who we're about to talk about, are going there in midweek for a game. And let's be quite frank about this. This looked a really easy win for Leeds over Plymouth, and they got the goals early. They got the job done early. Look, they were heavy favourites to win this game up at Ellen Road, and they didn't blink, did they? Really good performance, and get that first game ticked off and move on to Millwall in midweek for Leeds. It's a bit like last season when we used to talk about the front four, when it was, I think we used to talk about Piru and James and Ruta and Somerville. Nonto kind of working his way into the team there. This season we're talking about James and Nonto and Piru and Brendan Aronson as well. And all 4 of them got a goal contribution in this win over Plymouth. Nonto is now on to 7 for the season. They do look more balanced than last season. They have moved on to 2 points per game as well. It is, 26 from 13 for Leeds. Moving along very nicely. 8 undefeated. Can they take 6, 7, or even 9 points this week? And where will that leave them when we get to the end of the week and another international break? Big tick in the box. Didn't learn much about Leeds, but I'm sure the Leeds fans are going to be very happy to just be ticking off nice, easy wins in home games against teams lower down the table. Let me know your thoughts if you were at Elland Road for the 3-0 win over Plymouth. And it's a good bounce back, isn't it, for Sheffield United, who won 2-0 at Blackburn. And let it be said, Blackburn have played 6 home games, and I think they'd won 5 and drawn 1. Absolutely brilliant home record. So the Blades are the first team to go there and get the win this season in the Championship. And we spoke about those back-to-back defeats. Went to Leeds and lost. Went to Middlesbrough and lost. They've ticked both those fixtures off. And by virtue of the fact they've won the 2 games before and the 2 games after, you've now kind of got a block of 6 games which involve 2 defeats where Sheffield United have still scored 12 points and knocked out 2 points per game. Remember, Sheffield United, we have to say this literally every week in the promotion race, don't we? They would be second on 27 points were it not for the points deduction. Really good win. Burrows and Tyrese Campbell, and well done Chris Wilder, because the recruitment looked interesting. A little bit of everything. And Tyrese Campbell was very much a kind of resuscitation job after looking amazing, really, in his early run at Stoke, and then bad injuries and didn't really look the same player. They're trying to sort of rehab him and get him going now at Sheffield United. Fortunately for the Blades, at the same time as they're trying to sort of do the same thing with Ryan Brewster as well. But Campbell has now got 2 goals in his past 2 games. So Chris Wilder is dripping a lot out of this team. Defence is absolutely fantastic. 9th clean sheet. I know Mike Cooper and Harry Souttar tend to get lots of credit and lots of plaudits here. What about that guy in front of the back four? Vinny Souza, who's been brilliant every time I've done the Blades on a watch-along, must be a big part of that brilliant defence. And all 8 of Sheffield United wins this season have been 2-0. Excellent, excellent stuff. Bristol City away, and then the big one, the Steel City derby, Sheffield Wednesday, at home at the weekend. Let me know your thoughts. If you're a Blades fan, I'm guessing you're going to be pretty happy. Everyone's going to be pretty happy. We'll just mention briefly Burnley because we always go with hot takes on a Sunday morning. So Burnley have not yet played. If they win by 3 against Millwall, which may or may not be easy, they would take 2nd place. If they get any type of win, then you've got to say it's kind of a bad weekend for Sunderland, even with that, fighting for the point with 10 men, because then all of the teams in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, obviously with Watford, who we're about to talk about, replacing West Brom after the 1-1 draw at Luton, would have taken 2 points out of Sunderland. So we will see what Burnley get up to down at the Den. And I'm sure, as I said, Leeds fans will be looking at that closely ahead of a midweek game against Millwall, who I believe are also, 2 back-to-back wins to end the 3-game week. Last time they're not in bad form at all themselves. And what about Watford? I thought I had Watford figured out, maybe a bit of a flash-in-the-pan start. They're really good at home. They're no good away. Well, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Watford 6. That'll do for an away win, won't it, to shut me up? Vakoun Bio scored 4 goals. Now, Watford fans, don't come at me because I've heard you lot having a good pop at Vakoun Bio over the time he's been there. And the reason for that is his previous 4 goals took 11 months. The 4 today took 30 minutes. So quite the match for Mr. Bio and quite the away win. They hadn't won away since they won at Millwall on opening day. And come on, that was a bit smash and grabby, wasn't it, on opening day? But what a job Tom Cleverley is doing. If he adds away wins in, on top of that home record, they will be up in the playoffs, won't they? And that's where they are right now. 5th spot, 22 points. They're going to go into the midweek round there. They can't be budged. Very, very impressed with what Mr. Cleverley's doing. He's got to go away again to Swansea, and then we get a real good look. I'm not going to be able to cover it on the watch-along, but they're going to be live under the lights on the cameras on Friday night against Oxford, and I think there'll be quite a big expectation if they can get something from Swansea in the midweek to take the 7-point week, possibly even better. But yeah, well played Watford and Vakoun Bio. Hey, how about that? Other winners in the top half. Bristol City are 8 unbeaten. It's a bit of a weird unbeaten run because I think, there's 6 draws in there. So they've only won a couple of games in those 8. Maybe there's 5 draws and they've won 3. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But look, they're not losing games. That is the thing. And we've got to say it with all kind of human sort of empathy going into this. They've done it in horrible circumstances with what's happened with Liam Manning and his family, which I'm sure you all know about. So incredible stuff for Bristol City. Bit of a handbally looking opening goal. But the other 3 goals in this game, the Preston goal as well, the free kick, and the cross and the header and the give and go for Max Bird. Some lovely goals in this game. Am I putting Bristol City back into the playoff picture? I don't know. We always do this with Bristol City, don't we? They kind of go up, and where are they now? 8th, yeah. I was going to say, they kind of go up to about 8th, and you're like, oh, okay. Playoff charge? Down a bit. Back up they go. 8th. Back down they go. Come on, Bristol City. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. It's going to be hard to keep it moving. Next 4 games. Sheffield United, Norwich, Burnley, Watford first one back after the international break. If they are still in 8th then, we definitely need to put them in the playoff picture because that would be an excellent, excellent run. Get your thoughts in, Bristol City fans. And finally, the only other team we're going to talk about here who are in the top half and who got themselves a win are Swansea City, and it's one of those. It's a public apology owed. Me and Sam Parkin in the prediction show said Oxford were going to win this, made that our prediction. Swansea go to Oxford and get the win. So public apology will be coming on the check-in podcast. I'm not avoiding it, but remember it's a 3-game week. So no championship check-in podcast until Thursday, Friday, I think even this week. So we'll do it. We will pay our taxes for predicting against Swansea. First goal in about 100 years. First win in 7 into the top half. And look, we'll talk more about that with Sam. And hopefully we'll be able to talk more about a good week for Swansea. They play hot hands Watford, who we've just spoken about in the midweek. And then they go to Burnley next Sunday. So it's a tricky couple of games. But well done, Swansea, jumping in and getting that win today. Give me your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to go with the kind of narrative that the promotion picture has tightened up. I'm also going to go with the idea that I don't think, other than the West Brom fans in the top 6, there's going to be an unhappy set of fans yet. Remember, Burnley haven't played. Let me know your thoughts. Where are we with this right now? It looked kind of odds on that Sunderland were going to go into the international break with the lead, given they were going into this week with a 5-point gap. They've drawn the first game. It's shortened by 2 points. How do you see things looking at the end of the week? Are we going to get any 9-point weeks? Are we going to get a change at the top? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As I say, we'll be back with Sam, 3-game week. So we'll do predictions on Monday and we'll be back with the check-in after another load of predictions on Thursday. We'll probably put it out on Friday. So we'll catch up with everything there at the back end of the week. Stay with the channel this week. Of course, plenty going on with predictions with Sam. We'll be with Matt SB doing the Premier League check-in. Got to talk about more pain for my team, Ipswich. So it gives me great joy to talk about the EFL Championship right here, right now on a Sunday for your hot takes. Get your thoughts in via the comments and we will see you all on the next one.